Hello everyone and welcome to our presentation Disruptive Behavior in the Classroom and How It Affects Student Learning. We are Powerhouse and our group members are
Reanna Edwards-Paul, Alicia Giles, Aisha Khan, Cecelia Joseph, and our group leader, Meenashie Ramoutar.
What is disruptive behavior? According to the University of Arizona, disruptive behavior means conduct that materially and substantially interferes with or obstructs the teaching or learning process in the context of a classroom or educational setting. This includes conduct that distracts or intimidates others in a manner that interferes with instructional activities, fails to adhere to an instructor's appropriate classroom rules or instructions, or interferes with the normal operations of the classroom. It is important to note that disruptive behavior may range from mild to severe.
Theories and theorists that reflect upon disruptive behavior. These are the three foundation areas that we chose, and we are using a concept map to reflect upon these theories and theorists. Under HFLE, we used Maslow hierarchy of needs and Albert Bandura self-efficacy. Under sociology, we chose conflict theory, Marxism, social injustice. Under psychology, Albert Bandura, social cognitive theory, Erikson's stages of psychosocial development, and Ivan Pavlov. And within the concept map, there are several examples that reflect upon these theories.
Disruptive behaviors are the symptoms of underlying causes. In this slide, we will look at some of these causes, the examples of the behavior, and relevant theories and theorists. Cognitive competence, student frustration with subject content. The relevant behaviors, aggressive behavior towards a teacher, sometimes being verbally disrespectful, and detractor behaviors, for example, making jokes. The relevant theorists, Bandura 1998, and self-efficacy, where he speaks about students not being able to persevere if they view the task as unattainable. Relevance of schoolwork. Some of the behaviors include incompletion of homework and negative attitude towards the subject by displaying off-task behavior, for example, doodling and getting out of class. Atkinson 1964 spoke about the relevance for motivation, and Festinger 1957 spoke about the evaluation of relevance, which can lead to change in related attitude toward popularity among friends with similar issues. Pursuit of peer approval. Relevant behavior, mimicking disruptive behaviors, for example, obscene language, singing, and yawning. Relevant theories, Erikson's stages of psychosocial development, identity versus confusion, and Albert Bandura's social cognitive theory and student modeling, Ivan Pavlov behavior, and classical conditioning. Our last reason that we have highlighted, past relationships based on rejection, loss, or low self-esteem. Examples of behavior include self-isolation and withdrawal, low-class participation, and hitting or inappropriate gestures. Geddes Grant 2006, attachment theory, speaks about children thrive when they feel calm, safe, and protected.
These are the reasons we chose disruptive behavior as our topic. If not managed, safety issues can arise in our schools, such as gangs, fights, and school violence, etc. It affects teachers' ability to teach effectively, and this negatively impacts student learning. Dealing with disruptive behavior focuses time and resources that could be used more productively. It gives us an opportunity to improve ourselves as teachers. Him, Gino, taught that students observe how teachers respond to problems. a more disciplined and even-tempered teacher would have a class with similar qualities.
Justification for our topic globally, regionally, and locally. Globally, school shootings in the United States of America as the most intense form of disruptive behavior. Research suggests that disruptive classroom behavior is related to academic achievement.
Regionally, the Ministry of Education Jamaica has implemented policies and placed strategies to deal with the prevailing issue of disruptive behavior in the classroom, as this phenomenon is presently affecting the school system and subsequently impacting negatively on students' academic outcomes.
Locally, a self-fulfilling prophecy in regards to negative student behavior is evident in relation to some secondary schools. The Ministry of Education of Trinidad and Tobago has given specific standards of behavior for students. Disruptive behavior does not align with these standards.
Justification in terms of the foundation areas.
HFLE, or Health and Family Life Education, is a planned comprehensive interdisciplinary thematic life skills based curriculum aimed at promoting health and wellness through a partnership arrangement.
Group A is introducing, you see, disruptive behavior and HFLE. When students' basic needs are not met, it's so cantankerous they will get. Maslow's emotional well-being gives self-esteem and peer accepting. Let's deal with HFLE, it's critical, you see. Santi Humanité. Reanna is leaving home for school in the morning. Before she leaves, she speaks to her mother.
Ma, I'm going to school, eh? It have anything to eat?
Check in last night pot and see if any rice remain.
Nah, that done long time. It have anything else?
No, child, sorry. Don't worry, I getting paid today.
Alright, ma.
Brianna walks down the corridor at school and sees a classmate having his breakfast. Brianna's stomach grumbles angrily and she turns in the opposite direction to avoid the sight. Scene changes to the classroom at school. It is 10 a.m. and Brianna still hasn't had anything to eat. She has her head on the desk.
All right, class. So let's review this topic of factorization. Brianna, you don't seem to be paying attention. Excuse me, please stop that behavior and come up on the board and explain our topic.
Miss, call on somebody else now.
Why do you think you can speak to me like that?
Miss, I ate nothing since last night and I ain't know what you talking about, huh? So just leave me alone.
Theory of Human Motivation, 1943. Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. Bandura's Social Cognitive Theory. If physiological needs, for example food and sleep, and social needs, love and affection, are not met, students are prevented from attaining holistic health. Thus, they may struggle to meet their full potential and grapple with believing in themselves. Self-efficacy, Albert Bandura, 1997. Hence, leading to disruptive behavior such as low class participation due to low self-esteem, withdrawal in the classroom, and hitting or inappropriate gestures.
This pyramid reflects Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. These are basic needs, psychological needs, and self-fulfillment needs.
Psychology. This is the scientific study of the mind and behavior according to the American Psychological Association.
Psychology is a state of mind. Under this heading now you will find finding yourself and then modeling. Bandura and Erickson write the thing. Experiences putting kids in the zone. They will respond from what they learn home. It's so Pavlov say, and we do this every day. Santi Manite.
Students, I encourage you to keep working on your sculpture. At the end of this class, we want it to look perfect.
It will look perfect tonight. Dancing in the dark with you, with me.
Students, please stop this behavior.
Barefoot on the grass, while listening to our favorite
Everybody, go to the principal office right now.
Social cognitive theory, Albert Bandura. Show me your friends and I will tell you who you are. Albert Bandura developed the social cognitive theory, which states that people learn from observing, imitating, and modeling. Students are influenced by their peers and environment, and this can lead to disruptive behaviors such as drumming on the desk, singing out loudly, obscene language.
Sociology. Sociology is a science of society, social institutions, social relationships, and the culture of everyday life.
Sociology, this is where we are, with issues like language barrier. Social status and social media is what influencing behavior. Marx is the man who spell out the thing. The system is what have children suffering. Equality, equity affects all of we. Santi Manite. Meenashie is on her way to class. Their geography homework was to do some online research on migration for their SPA. Meenashie doesn't have internet at home. She doesn't even have electricity. She is talking to herself as she walks to class.
I don't know how I supposed to do this homework. Nobody knows when I go at home. I really couldn't do this assignment. I hope this teacher will remember, and I hope nobody will remind she. It's real frustrating. I'll have to remain stupid for my whole life.
The geography class. The teacher is in the middle of a lesson on migration.
Migration is the movement from one place to another within.
Yes, excuse me.
Yes.
We do have some homework for geography SBA. And this I have mine here. I brought it for you to see. I hope it's good.
Oh yes, Cecelia, thanks for reminding me. You did such lovely work.
Girl, why you do this so?
Tell me.
Why you don't remind me for?
Hey, girl.
Hey, you shut up now, girl. Why you so do this?
I don't do this.
Girl, you're stupid.
That's not what you speak to your classmates.
Conflict theory, also known as Marxism, Karl Marx. This theory suggests that the education system perpetuates inequality in society and is not designed to promote equity. Students of a low socioeconomic status perceive themselves as already at a disadvantage. This is a vicious cycle that can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy. For example, if I am perceived as disruptive, I must behave as such. This can lead to behaviors such as always criticizing others in order to feel good about themselves, attention-seeking behavior, and incompletion of work.
In conclusion, we learned that disruptive student behavior is influenced by a variety of physiological and psychological factors. Also, disruptive behavior is a worldwide phenomenon which negatively affects student learning.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Merci beaucoup.
Dhanyavad.